welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for a new video. New video. Anyways, so today for this video, I'm kind of winging it. I don't really know what I'm going to talk. I kind of have an idea what I want to talk about, but I haven't written it out or anything or really thought about it specifically. But today's gonna be, I believe it's gonna be another ex-boyfriend chronicles video. I'm a very open person. And I never understood how men accepted homosexuality when it was on their terms. How heterosexual men accepted homosexuality on their terms. I never understood that. So when I say that, I mean heterosexual men would love to have a threesome with two girls, right? That's homosexuality between the two girls. They would love to have a threesome. They would love to have two girlfriends. They would love to have many wives that interacted with each other. But when it came to heterosexuals looking at gay men, not in a sexual way, it could just be like being around a gay person. The gay person is not being forward in any way. They're just being themselves and being in the presence of a heterosexual male. They start getting defensive and kind of awkward with it. I think this video is kind of going to turn into a heterosexual men need to stop doing this type video. This is not even going to be ex-boyfriend chronicles. This is going to be a heterosexual male video. So, heterosexual men, you need to stop this. Do not use homosexuality for your own good. Like, you so want a threesome between two females. You so want two girlfriends with you all the time and have two girls by your side by side, making out with each other and stuff like that. So that's okay. But when it comes to gay men, it's an issue. Like whenever something like, okay, so I was watching Power with my ex, and you know Jamal is gay. So whenever a scene will come up, he would be like, here we go, da, da, da. But let us scene come up between two females, and you're all in it. So how is don't try to defend your dislikings to homosexual men as it's against that religious shit. Don't do that shit. It's against God. It's against da da da. But nigga, you was just asking for a threesome between me and another female. So you want me to sin, nigga? But like what? Like that don't make no fucking sense. And I have a very big issue with that. And this is one of the reasons why I kind of was turned off with my ex. And while I will forever be turned off with any heterosexual male who does things like this, not saying that I want a bisexual man in my life. I mean, as a partner, I don't think I would. Like I said, I'm a very open person. I just don't know. I haven't been confronted with a bisexual male who was openly bisexual and told me up front and was like, would you still date me? Would you still like me? Type thing. I'm a very open person. I just haven't been confronted with that. And so I can't say how I would deal with that situation. But I've only dealt with straight men. And I never liked when they would be disrespectful to homosexual people. Like, I never liked that. Transgender people, homosexual people, I never liked that. And I will never agree with it. Like, the derogatory terms, never. My ex, him and his family will say these derogatory terms, and I'm like, that's not okay. Like, I will openly speak out. I'll be like, that's not okay. Like, that's not okay. Like, okay, you don't have to agree, but you will not disrespect. You will not disrespect. Because you not agreeing. Do your mama know you trying to have a threesome with two females and it still have, like, I don't know if, like, niggas just, like, it just goes out their mind, but if you want a threesome between two females, that's homosexuality right there between the two females. So how do you condone that? But when it comes to men, it's a different ball game, and you're calling them all types of derogatory terms and doing all this huffing and puffing like, or being disgusted. Man, I mean, I get like being like I'm uncomfortable with it and not agreeing with it, but don't be disrespectful towards it. Like if we're watching a scene, if we're watching a movie and a homosexual scene comes up, like, I mean, if you're uncomfortable, look at your phone. Like, I mean, first of all, figure out why you're uncomfortable with it. Like, why are you so uncomfortable with someone else's sexuality? Why does someone else's sexuality disturb you, your inner being, so much that you have to be disrespectful? So the way I look at it, when I'm with a guy, with a straight man who is so disrespectful to gay men, I think of it as you're overcompensating for something. You're definitely overcompensating for something. Either you're trying to cover up the fact that you're also a gay man, or that you're just trying to uphold this standard of a straight man should not be okay with gay men. And I don't agree with that, and it's a huge turn off. Yes, it has nothing to do with this the guy that I'm with and our own like sex life and things like that, but it's such a character flaw that turns me off. I could never, and it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting, and I hate it. I would never understand why someone else's sexuality like stirs up so much hate within your own being. Someone else's business, someone else's sexuality, someone else's bedroom actions disturb you so much. Disturb you so much that you have to spew out hate and derogatory terms and just negative things out in the universe. Like, people don't understand how heavy their words are, how heavy their energy is. You spew out negative energy, you're going to get that right back. I am a heavy believer in karma. What you give out to the universe, what you give out to the world, you're going to get that back tenfold. Tenfold. I don't care if it was on accident, on purpose, you didn't mean to. I do believe in like degrees of karma. So if it was an accident, you might not get such a heavy degree of the karma back. But if you purposely spew out hate and purposely do things, like, you're going to get that shit back 10 times as bad. A couple days ago, I was out with a group, and he was telling his group of friends, and he was talking about how he thought he brought a transgender. He was talking about how he thought he brought a transgender woman home with him, and he was telling the story, and someone was like, oh, I would have beat their ass. Why? You decided to take a person home you decided to take a stranger home that you knew nothing about. You don't know their history. You don't know their STD history. You don't know their health, and let alone you don't know their gender history. So why would you take out your ignorance on that person? And this is something that I'm kind of like, go back and forth. I never agree with violence to transgender period at all, because that's just wrong. Like, why would you cause harm on someone else just because of their sexuality? But this is something I go back and forth with, because I'm like, on one hand, you shouldn't be having sex with anybody that you don't know. You shouldn't be having sex with strangers. So that's on you. When you decide to take a stranger home and have sex with them, you're taking into account that you don't know nothing about their STD history. You don't know anything about their family history. You don't know anything if they're on birth control. You don't know anything about that. But you're still having sex with a stranger, and you're okay with that. So you are taking that, and you're taking that under your belt, and you're okay with that. And you're okay with that because you proceeded to have sex with a stranger. But then on the other hand, I'm like, everyone should have the right to know what they're getting into. So if a person has herpes or HIV, they should the person that has that, they should have enough consideration for the other person to say, hey, I know I don't know you like that, but I don't want to put your life in danger. Not comparing, I'm not trying to compare transgender people to like people that have STDs, but I am trying to make it clear that everyone needs to know what they're getting into. So the transgender person should be upfront and say, hey, I was born this way, knowing that it is a controversial point that would most likely which would most likely make the decision for the person if they want to still have that intercourse with that person or not. But then on the other hand, I'm kind of heavy on the other hand. I'm like, yo, you decided to have sex with a stranger. So that's you get what you get. You get what you get. Like, you decided to have sex with a stranger. You decided to go into this person unknowledgeable, ignorant, and not knowing anything about this person. So you did it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? But then on the other hand, I'm like, yo, like, why wouldn't you let that person know, knowing that it could make up their mind if they're going to do it or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to think, like, if I was to have sex with a person, me telling them that I was born a female and that I still want to be a female, that wouldn't sway their judgment if they still want to have intercourse with me, because they see me as a female, they want to have sex with me as a female, so it is what it is. And what you see is what I was years before, you know what I'm saying? But comment down below, because I'm open. Like I said, I'm kind of like torn between the two. Please don't be disrespectful to me or to the audience that I'm talking about. But leave a comment below, and what are your thoughts about this? About people who not knowingly bring transgender people home and tend to have sex with them and get mad when they find out that they're transgender. Like, I'm more so leaning to, like, look, you're your own person. Don't nobody owe you shit. And I knew this shit, but that shit was bluntly said to me a couple weeks ago. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you the truth. Nobody owes you respect. Nobody owes you nothing. Nobody owes you anything. So, you should not be having sex with strangers if you're not ready to take the consequences or the results of having sex with strangers. Whether that be you finding out that you had sex with a transgender person, or whether that you contract an STD, or whether that be you end up getting somebody pregnant that you don't know. But yeah, y'all, that's my point on it. Please leave a comment below and tell me what side you're on, or what you're leaning to, or just your thoughts in general about people bringing home strangers and not being well informed of their history. Mind you, I live in Atlanta, so when I say HIV/AIDS, I'm not just saying it because people attach HIV/AIDS to gay people. I'm saying it because I live in Atlanta and the fucking rates are skyrocketing, okay? So I'm not that person. Like, I'm a what they call it? I'm an ally. I'm a homosexual ally, okay? Bitch, I love my homosexuals. I'm all open. I'm an open ass person. I would never judge nobody on who they love. I don't believe in that shit. That's why I'm kind of like going through my, like, I don't know how to, well, not that I don't know how to praise my God right now. I just don't know if religion is for me. I'm trying to be more spiritual right now, but I don't know if the religion thing is for me, because it degrades people so much just for love. Just for love. And I don't believe that loving someone could be so bad that it's just, you're fucking evil. I don't believe in, I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. It's so hard for me to grasp that me loving someone else sends me and that person to hell due to the fact that King James said this and that. I cannot believe it. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Just be respectful. Do not disrespect me or the audience that I'm talking about. All right, guys? Also, please send your inquiries, questions, advice, and tea to AskHarmonet.com. I will be trying to do another Ask Harmonet video soon. And yeah, guys, you are special. You are someone important, and you are enough. So, snap your fingers, flip your hair, and be that bitch. Period. Jingle out, y'all.